Lads, Slater Cup week, it means a lot to you, but it means a lot to the club. How much are you looking forward to this one on that note, firstly?
Yeah, obviously it's a massive occasion, something that we're really passionate about as a club. We get a chance to wear this amazing one-off shirt, which has been designed by his kids. As you can see, there's all the little bits on it that mean a lot to us and a lot to them ultimately. And anything that's means a lot to them means a lot to us as a team as well.
And aside from, clearly it's a big game, clearly it's a Slater Cup, but also it's a big game in terms of the table and in terms of the rugby as well. Yeah,
it's huge. Like these next 5-6 games we've got, it's, 1 or 2 wins really sort of separates the table or puts you right down the bottom of it. And it's what everyone's been crying out for a long, long time, is a really competitive table. We're in it, we're in the mix. And a big win at home puts us on the front foot going into the next few games.
And I'm sure with the amount of emotion involved in the game, the boys will be emotionally charged, but I guess it's, for you as captain, it's kind of setting that bar of just how emotional you can be and where you need to be to win this game.
Yeah, it's a difficult balance and one I probably struggle with a little bit. But going into it, the last few training sessions have all been very, sort of emotionally charged. And I think as the back end of the week comes, we'll try and sort of taper that off, ready to spike on Sunday in what will be, ultimately a hugely emotional game, especially for those of us that have played with Ed, see a lot of him and ultimately care a lot for him as well.
There's been a little break since you last played with the gap last weekend, but does that give you time to regroup after that Saints game? Really positive end to that game, but ultimately you wouldn't have wanted to be in that position.
No, yeah, it wasn't, like you say, positive end thanks to a really, really strong bench that came on. Those of us that started the game probably let ourselves down a little bit. And it's something that we were very honest about last week and have worked really hard on over this week training. And definitely want to prove a point in terms of how good we can be when we rock out on Sunday.
And back on home ground, that's always special, extra special this weekend, as we've discussed. £5 for every ticket going to Ed, so hopefully it's set to be quite some occasion.
Yeah, that's it. It's the games at Kingsholm are amazing, especially when you add in the fact of Ed's, the Slater Cup. 2 great rugby clubs in Leicester and Gloucester going at it. It should be a really, really good occasion, and not only supporting Ed, but ultimately raising awareness of MND, which is a critically underfunded thing at the moment in this country, and hopefully we can do our little bit to help raise the profile of that.
And finally, there'll be plenty for the fans to get involved in around the stadium. We've got the fitness challenge going on,
yeah,
which some of your older peers have talked to you about. There's MMD going to be in the fan zone talking to fans. Like I said, it's going to be a special occasion, but more importantly, hopefully we can raise that profile for MMD as a whole.
Yeah, it'll be great, and I know a few of those old boys are a bit nervous about the 12-hour fitness challenge. I know Mark Atkinson's very nervous because he hasn't done a lot in a while. But yeah, anything we can do as a club, as a team, as a group of players to try and raise that awareness of anything to do with MND and help all of those suffering, and then ultimately our mate Ed as well, and do what we can for him, Joe and the kids. It's a big one for us and it means a lot.